That's in the midst of prophecy. Read.
Having his head covered.
You have your head covered.
Dishonoreth his head.
If you have it covered, you are dishonoring your head,
right.
which is Christ.
That's right.
So in order to not dishonor Christ, you have to remove your head, right? It's not that cold where you can't take it off right now, bro. Huh?
Hey,
You don't agree? But you just took it off and it wasn't difficult, bro.
Bro, this is wrong.
It was that easy. Give me 1 John 5:3. Brother man, you just took it off and you did right in doing so. How you doing, bro? Ruel, bring the brother up. Big bro, how you doing, man? How we doing, family? What are y'all going into right now? The beard. Okay. So I see you shave off the beard. The brother gave you the law on that we're not supposed to be shaving. Let's get that, touch it up a little bit. So us as blacks and Hispanics, God calls us a special name. We are the Israelites. We are his chosen people. Right. And as a chosen people, you have specific things to keep.
Right.
You have a specific name, a specific heritage. Let's dive into the Bible and learn our heritage, right? This is one thing that's easy to keep. All you got to do is stand there and a beard will grow. That's right. But you, on the contrary, got to do something to eliminate that, right? You got to go shave. Let's see what the Bible says.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
You shave off your head? What the Bible says?
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
That's God speaking. And he says you shall not, you will not shave off your head, right? You cannot get a razor and shave it all down, right? You're balding it. God is contrary to that. He says don't do that, right? Read on.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
And neither can you shave off your beard. You shave off your beard and you shave off your head. These are customs that we're learning right in today's fashion. A lot of the ball players, a lot of the celebrities, they shave off their head. They try to make themselves look a certain way or keep themselves quote unquote clean. But according to God, clean is when you allow your hair to grow and you allow your beard to grow. That looks clean to God.
Right.
You see how there's a misconception that we try to follow after the customs of the people, but we're not following after the customs of God.
Right.
This is why it's so important that we come out here to the streets to teach these small things that are easy to keep. As of today, you can go home, in 2 weeks you come back, guess what? I'm gonna see hair on you, I'm gonna see a beard on you. Some of us might not be able to grow. My forehead is receding, but guess what? When it starts going out more and more, I gotta let what I have grow.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't go and shave off my my whole head or shave my beard. Ezekiel 5:1. Let's find out. Can we clip it down? Right now, you got a shorter.
No, not the beard. I'm talking about like like with hair. Once it starts balding, not with a razor, but just like with regular clippers.
Let's find out. Let's get it out the Bible. Ezekiel 5:1. That's why God gives us the answers, right? That's a good question. That's a good question.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Get out!
And thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon thy head and upon thy beard.
The barber's razor would be today what they call clippers, right? The barber's razor is clippers, and it says to do what with it?
And cause it to pass upon thy head and upon thy beard.
So you can use it on your head and your beard.
Then take thee balance to weight, divide the hair.
And what?
Divide the hair.
Divide the hair means what? You can trim it, right? If you have this long, and you say I want to cut it down to the half, that's fine. He said you could divide it, you could trim it down, but you cannot bald it. Because that when we go back to Leviticus, let's find out what he said again.
Leviticus 21 and 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
You see the distinction that he made? He said, don't make it bald, but you can divide it, you can trim it down. Make yourself look clean, right? Clean, again, is leaving your hair grow, but the Lord also wants you to have what? A little style to you, right? It's fine. That's how we as a people are. Blacks and Hispanics, we add a little more style so we can trim it down. That's fine. You understand? Read that.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cutting in their flesh.
You got tattoos? Good. All praises. Tattoos are contrary to God too. That is breaking God's law. A lot of our people like to have tattoos, right? Some of us have got them. If you have them, do so no more, right? Don't do it anymore. That is contrary, and that is a sin. Give me 1 Corinthians 11:1. I'm going to show you one other quick law that you can keep right now, right? Show you one more quick law. Because the laws is what our community is missing, what our people are missing, right? When you find us, blacks and Hispanics, where do you find us? At the bottom of society. There's a reason for that. We are cursed according to God. Cursed for disobeying his laws. Like you're doing right now. You're learning now, you're coming back to the understanding, I shouldn't be shaving off my head or my beard. This is how we come back, little by little. There's more laws to keep, but they're easy to do, and we'll get into that.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man, your head is Christ. Brother, your head is who? What the Bible say? Read it again.
But I would have you know that the head of man is Christ.
You look like Christ, bro. And it's saying what? Your head is Christ. You have a head. You have a leader. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And women have a head. It's not 50-50. The world teaches 50-50, right? We learned that in the world that cutting your beard off completely, that's of the world. 50-50 is of the world. But God says what? That there's no 50-50. We are the head of the woman, and Christ is the head of the man. You shake your head, bro. You don't agree with that?
It's true, bro. It's true.
It's true. We are the head of the woman, and we have a head, which is Christ. Right, brother?
Yeah, it's true.
And the head of Christ is God.
And Christ has a head, which is God. So it goes God, Christ, man, and woman. And then she got the children other than them. There's an order, a divine order that we must follow as being his chosen people, the Israelites. We have to be keeping that. Now with that, read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Now it says, if you are in the midst of prophesying, which is what's going on right now, prophecies are coming out, the Bible is coming out, and your head is what?
Having his head covered.
Having your head covered. Is your head covered? You got a beanie on. Sister, she got a head on. But it says for the man, right? The man having his head covered.
Dishonoreth his head.
The man, when his head is covered with a hoodie, a beanie, you got something on your head, you dishonor your head. And your head is who? Jesus the Christ, right? That's your head. It says you dishonor your head. Do you want to dishonor Christ or honor Christ?
So when it's cold, you telling me that that's dishonoring Christ if you have a hat on your head?
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
I understand it gets cold, but according to the Bible, he says if your head is covered when the Bible is coming out, you dishonor your head, right? You can wear earmuffs. Earmuffs are cool. When it gets real cold, we put on double layers, put some gloves on, you put your earmuffs. Guess what? You make it happen, right? When the Bible's coming out. What's that? You're right, and that's why you also don't shave your head and shave your beard. You keep yourself a little more warm.
Where's the Torah in Hebrew, man?
So when your head is covered, what are you doing to your head?
What's the version of the Bible?
Help me out, bro. When you have your head covered, what are you doing to your head? What are you doing to Christ?
You tell me.
Read it
What
one
about
more
the
time.
women, man?
Listen closely.
Every man praying or prophesying.
The Bible is coming out right now, right? That's in the midst of prophecy. Read.
Having his head covered.
You have your head covered.
Dishonoreth his head.
If you have it covered, you are dishonoring your head,
Right.
which is Christ.
That's right.
So in order to not dishonor Christ, you have to remove your hat, right? It's not that cold where you can't take it off right now,
Right.
bro. Huh?
Hey,
You don't
no.
agree? But you
This
just
is
took it
wrong.
off and it wasn't difficult, bro.
Bro, this is wrong.
It was that easy. Give me 1 John 5:3. Brother man, you just took it off and you did right in doing so. You would be in line with the commandment.
That's right.
wrong, bro.
What's wrong?
What are you
Read
talking
it.
about?
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Get out.
For this is the love of God,
Uh-huh.
that we keep his commandments.
This is the love of God. The love of God is keeping God's commandments. Brother, when you took off your beating, you're in line. You're keeping God's commandments. And what?
And his commandments are not grievous.
And it wasn't difficult to do.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time. And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.